go.
Oh my god, I'm trying.
Yeah.
Is it truly alive if we aren't late? That is the question.
Is it alive if there are not technological issues between one of us?
Hi everyone, sorry. Kelsey had to leave very abruptly.
My computer was fine and then crashed. There were comments. No, stop! Yes! My computer crashed at 7:59.
Answer wing. Oh my god.
Shame her. Shame Kelsey. Shame.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry. Emily, what did we read? What book did we read?
Oh my god. What book did we not read? I didn't read it.
Wait, Emily, hold it. I don't like thinking about this book makes me angry.
I find this book, if you take no moral stance at all with this book and just read it for pure comedy, it actually is funny because of how poorly written the dialogue is.
Only if you read it aloud, though. You can't read it in your head. It's not good inside.
The best way to read this book is to read it aloud, perhaps in a group setting with multiple accents.
We'll give them to you for fun, just for fun, just like a disclaimer to those watching. I'm the only one who read. I'm read all the book. How much did you guys read?
I read two full story arcs plus one half of a story arc that I did not continue because I was mad about it, so I started over.
I think I read 50 pages in total of this 400.
Wait, so when I was sending you lines from this book, had you not read them?
No, the ones that you sent me, I read. I read that.
Oh my god.
It was embarrassing. I felt like I needed to take a shower after I read it to cleanse myself of.
To be honest, this is actually kind of tame as far as smut books go. This is tame compared to some of the stuff I've read.
It's not good.
It's not good.
I would like to make a disclaimer. If by some grace of God the authors find this, it's not you. It's
me.
I enjoyed the comedy provided, however, and thank you for your bold efforts. However, I do not think that this is a book to be taken seriously. I do not think it was meant to be taken seriously. I think
there's an audience for it. I think there is an audience for this kind of book.
My thing is, this book wasn't good, but it brought us closer together as friends. I think it's a really bonding book to have. So if you want to get closer to someone, buddy, read this.
Oh my god.
Kelsey Moore reading this book this last month than ever.
I have a list in my phone that I will read to you of phrases that do not exist that were used in this dialogue that I think we should induct into the English language.
This is my
after
notes.
This. Yes, literally sprawling. Yes. Sprawling. So
this is the
many.
most prepared we've been for a live.
Same.
Let's give them the breakdown. Because they haven't read this. Let's tell them what it's about. Let's set the scene. My lady's choosing. You are a lady. You're a lady and you need a match.
You were choosing.
Yeah, we're poor. One second. Literally the first page, when you're supposed to have your first option, it's do you go with this old woman who's kind of mean to you but has lots of money, or do you go and become a prostitute? And then it's just kidding, you don't get a choice.
Literally.
This is a choose your own adventure book, and it's really bad about letting you have a choice.
Yeah, you get no choice.
The amount of times that it would be you can go over here with this dude and have this rough and tangle adventure, or you could be chaste. And I'm like, I am not a chaste woman, so I'm going, if given the slutty option, I will take it. That's
I was
just
the
the way
same
that
way
I
reading
approach
this.
life. And then it gets mad at me and it goes, ha, you thought you're gonna go do the other one anyway. I was so
Wait.
mad.
Yasmin, you may have FOMO right now, but let me tell you, you'll
Don't
pick
read
it
it.
up. You'll be done after
Oh.
2 pages.
Oh, Yasmin, I
do it.
want your detailed reactions to this book because you'll hate it, and it's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be so funny. But anyway, describe it. You are Outlander / Downton Abbey / Pride and Prejudice / Pirates of the Caribbean fan fiction
Indiana Jones.
/ Indiana Jones fan fiction in a choose your own adventure book. That is
But
not
none of the
safe for
choices
work.
are good, so
Yeah, there's
did.
4 possible.
Yes,
I
I paid. This is $17 I will never get back. Yes.
I got a used copy, so mine was only 12, I think.
I bought mine for $4. Okay, $4.
Whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to think about how much I paid for this.
I honestly, if I need a good laugh and I'm very depressed, I may try another story arc here because it's funny. It's just
Yeah,
not
it is
morally
funny.
defensible.
This is a book that, like, you know, post-COVID, when like you're sitting around a campfire with friends or something, you're like, let me whip something out real quick.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
I think I would carry this around. I will carry this around everywhere I go and like start use it as a conversation piece. And that's how I'll make friends. I'll be like, here.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
my
literally.
So so proceeding, I think, do we want to just
Should we
talk about our
I
own
think the way
adventures?
I think we should do it like see, I was thinking you
Hugo, I just looked up at that.
I think we should talk about like each arc because there's 4 possible arcs you can go on in this choose your own adventure book. So I think the best way to tackle this book is to talk about each arc you can do. So which one have we all read? And then we can talk about our own personal experiences with that arc.
Have we read Benedict?
I read one version of the one who's supposed to be like Mr. Darcy.
Benedict? Yeah.
Benedict.
I think we
That-
all read
that
that same version and
We
we
all
have
read
people all
Benedict.
stopped.
Yeah, that was not it. It's okay. And then
Okay, we all read that.
yeah, Mary,
It's
there
a
are
choose your own adventure,
4
Mare.
main love interests with multiple side possible love interests, and it's really
Okay. Speaking of that, there's so many other side interests. Like there's 4 main ones, but there's also like 10 other people you can get with. None of them are women.
I
Yeah.
was wondering, I was like, I keep ending up with men. Where are the women that I could end up with?
It's
if
only Evangeline, and you have no chemistry with her. We'll get there, but it pisses
That's
me
so
off.
sad. Mare, I need you to read it so I can hear your thoughts. I need you to read this, Mare. I need your thoughts specifically.
It's fun.
The only other one
Yeah.
I read was I got what I would say is the only good ending, and it was with the Scottish guy, but you don't end up with him. You end up with your
With
childhood.
Ollie.
Only ending.
Oh, I didn't end up with Ollie on that
Oh,
one.
we'll get there. Okay, wait. Let's talk about Benedict first, since we've all
Okay.
read Benedict,
Benedict
and then we'll
first,
get to
yeah.
Mac.
Yes, okay. So Benedict, Mr. Darcy.
He's Mr. Darcy. Knock off Mr. Darcy. He starts off as he's rich. Here, someone do more detailed. I skimmed him.
Okay, so I've got detailed notes. Hold on. So, he is, you go with him to Granville, and my first qualm with him is he calls Lady Evangeline Vange, and all I could hear is Drag Race, Ms. Vange, Ms. Vange.
I heard
All I
that.
heard every time he said that. You heard Vag. That's funny. Anyway, though, but you like meet him at this it is very much kind of like a very slutty video game. You meet him at like this ball, and immediately in the ball he's rude to you in pure Mr. Darcy fashion. And you're like, okay, whatever. And then in comes his brother, who is aptly named Cad. as in like villain, and he is one, spoiler alert, who comes in and is like, Benedict is an illegitimate son, and that he doesn't have like a claim to the world, to the money or anything. And then you get the choice of give him a piece of your mind or mind your own business. And of course, who wouldn't give him a piece of our mind, because we are strong people. Anyway, though, Cad has a thing for you, and is very violent to you, but you get to kick him in the dick, so it's fine. I kicked him in the dick within 5 minutes of reading this book. It was incredible.
The unnecessary violence that is involved in this book is so beyond me. Like, there's not one instance where it's like worth it. It's just like, it's not. Also, the romance.
I will parlay that. This is the only choose your own adventure book where you can kick 7 men in the dick within 4 minutes of opening the book, and it's great. That's
Logan, you skipped a very, like, just the dynamic between you and Benedict. Literally, I wrote in my notes, why is he so convinced I'm after his money? All I did was say hi.
I know. I'm not a gold digger yet.
No,
you walk up to him and then he just yells at you. You're off for my money.
Absolutely nothing. There's nothing. Like, you don't even get past the fact that he has like a last name before he's like, oh, you just want my money. Why are you so interested in me? And it's like, dude. And then, like, I'm so sorry. Every single romance in this book had just no lead up to it.
No.
Mac was the only one with a sliver of romance, and that's why, like, lead up. Like, I understood where he was coming from, but the others,
everything else, it was just like, it was like you met him, and then she's like, "Oh yeah, he's totally turned on. This is where this is going." Like,
it's going.
Minutes of meeting this person, and I was like,
yeah, it's the time. But then you meet his younger sister, who is like, I think sister, right? Who is crying, who's like, you know, and you're like, okay, this girl's awesome. This girl's great. I'm gonna like try and Mac was very much plain toast.
I think you mean he was playing haggis.
And he's like, and you and the little sister embark on solving the mystery of, is Benedict illegitimate? Solving the mystery means that his little sister says, Cad is a liar, he's not illegitimate. That's what solving this mystery means. But it takes you to Drury Lane in a carriage and eventually a garden where I
got a Snapchat from you. I screen
I
recorded.
texted Kelsey a very NSFW joke about Drury Lane, because at this point I was like, anything's possible. We could meet the Muffin Man. But show the class. I don't care.
Okay.
I do not care.
I don't know where it is. It's deep in my phone.
Basically, I was like, do I get to romance the Muffin Man now? Is that what's happening? Is that what's happening? You meet Cad in a garden when you get in a fight with Benedict, because he's like, I am legitimate, but I will not let you try to save me because I am a man.
He's already made out with you.
Oh, yeah.
What? Mare?
Mare, you're coming to Shrekfest, right?
Shrekfest is drivable distance from my house. Everyone can come stay at my house. We'll all go to Shrekfest.
We could have a buy book club sleepover and then go to Shrekfest.
Yes. It's happening.
Yes.
Yeah, Benedict has already like kissed you guys.
Yasmin, I'll show you.
Where have you been, Yasmin?
Yasmin, did you miss the Cars Street? Did you miss the Cars readathon, Yasmin? It is a Shrek festival. Yes.
Yeah. Yasmin's behind. She's behind on all this stuff.
Picture medieval festival, but instead of Renaissance festival, it is Shrek. It is Shrek. And
it like started as a joke, and then like a bunch of people showed up. So
it's incredible.
I know.
Yeah, we did. It's okay. It's great. Oh,
GG.
Anyway, what were you saying, Kelsey? Benedict has already made out with you.
Oh yeah, Benedict's already there's no build up to it. Like he's yelling at you, and then he like kisses you. He's like, oh, not proper. And then he's like kissing you. He's like, you know what? We're in a fight now. You're after my money. go out of this carriage. And you go walking, and you run into Cad.
And then Cad does some awful things. But then Benedict saves you because we can't get out of this without being saved by a man. But we do save ourselves at the end of it because we get to kick Cad in the dick again.
It was the build up to it. If I
the build up was awful.
Because did you guys read the part where I didn't go into a garden? I went to some other side room and they started fighting with like a candlestick or something.
No, Logan and I tried to give him a piece. No, okay, wait, Emily, here's what happened. Okay, so again, there's the choice. It's choose your own adventure. I'm honored. It's a choose your own adventure book. And the decision at this point, he kicks you out of the carriage, is you either give you either give Cad a piece of your mind or a piece of your body. Logan and I obviously chose to give him a piece of our body. Obviously. But when we chose that option in the book so far, when you choose that, it usually ends up in some like funny written smut scene.
Really awfully written smut scene.
That wasn't the case with this one. Instead, when you say give him a piece of your body, you're like, yeah. By that I mean you punch him, but instead of punching him, he tries to take advantage of you, and it's like, whoa! Yeah. I did not need this trick. There was no trigger warning.
Did not need that.
And then Benedict comes in and saves you, and he's like, I love this woman, and I'm like, where? Right.
You do get to hit Cad with a pot. You do get to hit Cad with a pot, which is fun.
Yes. But however, Benedict rescuing you from an assault is not the way to start a perfect romance.
It was gross. It was gross and unneeded, and it felt very. It was not needed. Keep going.
It was two people actually. This was co-written.
Oh, okay.
So what was the candlestick, Emily?
Yeah, tell me about the candlestick. I need to know about this.
No, I honestly speaking here, might not actually be a real part of the book. I might be making this up. Hold on. There's a picture somewhere.
A picture? Oh yeah,
that's how I know where. That's how I know where. Like in the book.
That's how I get to the horse scene.
Stop.
See, I didn't. Okay, I didn't get. Is the horse?
You didn't get the horse scene?
Oh no, I got the Scottish horse scene. I did not.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Horse scene.
That's what I'm talking about.
Benedict has a horse scene too. I got a really sad version of playing doctor here before the story's abruptly finished. Like.
Oh no! Okay, I found it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know which arc it is though. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's this scene, and he like drops a tray of sandwiches.
I didn't get there.
I got there. I did get there.
What happened?
That at least I think that's at least for mine. It was because then you go to the castle and you're like, well, if we're gonna be poor, at least we're in love. And then here comes Henrietta being like, guess what? Cad's a liar. Benedict is real. And you're like, oh, solid. I'm rich. Let's get married. That's basically the way the story ends.
And it ends with you guys like making out in the carriage. Yeah, here it is.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God, I totally missed that. That's a way better ending than like, oh, you rescued me. Now let's get married.
Oh my God! Wait!
Didn't like rereading that though.
You didn't get them to fight. You didn't get to have them fight with the tray before. In comes Henrietta and goes, "No, he's a liar. You're rich."
What did I do? I don't know what route I took.
I don't know.
What happened?
Anyway, that's Benedict.
He's Benedict.
He's the Mr. Darcy character, and it was the only one I was slightly interested in, and I was severely disappointed because, I mean, at least Mr. Darcy is like socially awkward and is like, I love you. And Benedict is like
the first moment, like you finally get a connection with Benedict, his arc ends. Like the second I finally get interested in him, I'm like, oh, he's starting to have interest in me. Boom, it's over.
Yeah. Right. And also the sex scene was like the most vanilla, boring one that happened in this. And I was
did we do it?
Yeah, I did it. I did it. I was
okay. They were so graphic with some of the others. I didn't pick up on it.
This one was literally you're fixing his wounds, and then for a second you're like, "All right, we're gonna bang."
That was so quick. That was a sentence.
It was really a sentence. It was literally a sentence.
Oh yeah, there are.
Not those kinds of pictures, however.
There's Cad. Is that Cad?
Yeah.
That's Tad.
Hotter than Benedict. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a
Actually-
thing for villains, but he was.
Could we move to the Mac one since that's the only other one we've all read?
Let's
Yes.
go to my Jamie from Outlander fanfic.
Yeah,
I was
he's just
loving
Jamie from
this.
Outlander. I loved Mac at first. Okay, with Mac, I didn't. He was the first route I went on, and I didn't want that because I was like, oh, he's too nice. He's like whatever. I was like, but I can't abandon the orphans, so I'll stick out with this one.
I know, literally, same.
Not the orphans.
Not
Like,
the
yeah.
orphans. So
There's Mac rescuing
There's
an
Mac.
orphan.
to tell you who Mac is a Scottish Highlander who has taken up his cause to serve the Lord and 20 orphan children that he has rescued from the sages of war.
Yeah.
As soon as you meet him he wants you to go be a teacher at his orphanage in London, and you're like, cool, I'll do that, and maybe see what's underneath his hilt. Multiple times it says that, underneath his kilt. And then you get there, and immediately the orphanage burns down, and some dude shows up and is like, well, you could raise 20 orphan children in a haunted castle in Ireland. Let's do that. Someone else take over. 'Cause that's not even half of it.
There's one part where you're traveling and you get to the hotel and
I like that scene. I like the share one bed trope.
yeah, I do too.
Oh my
And then
God.
They're like or no, the owner of the hotel or whatever is like, okay, so your wife, right?
$2.99.
He's like, not my wife.
He's
We're
like,
not
I'm
married.
a man of God.
Yeah, and she's like, no, we're married. Like, don't be stupid. We're gonna share a room. Not a big deal. And I don't even remember. I can't even put it into words.
You're literally changing, and then you're like,
okay.
whoa, and you fall onto him.
And then you're like, we lock eyes, we're gonna kiss, we're gonna bang, and then he goes, I am a man of God, I can't do this to your honor, is basically what happens.
I thought
Now
you were
I
gonna
need-
do the accent.
I tried and it failed.
No, it was
I
cute.
tried
He
and
said
failed.
you deserve honor. That's okay. This is
You
why I like
deserve
Mac, and I
honor.
like
I
the
do.
scene
Mhm.
because this is the one route out of all the 4 routes where we actually have an interaction of them showing interest. It's like a slow burn, kind of.
Yeah,
You don't
Yes.
get that with the others, so I
Yasmin,
appreciate.
yes,
this
he does look like
that's
Wylan.
written.
He does look like Wylan, Yasmin. I agree. Sorry, I did not see that. I did not mean to interrupt. It is, yeah, no, keep going. Sorry, keep going.
That
I did
was
not mean to
it.
talk over
That
you.
was it.
Mhm.
It's the share one bed trope, which I do really love that
Mhm.
trope. And then anyway, you get to the castle or whatever with all the orphans.
I went to the page number of the hotel scene, and I just read "honor my body," and that shows you how bad this.
It was so funny. Oh my God.
I made
Oh
my
my
friend
God.
read some of it because I didn't want to suffer alone, and they were like, "This book needs to go."
Um,
I just
Okay.
Never show this to anyone ever again.
But then we get to this, and you get to the hotel, and you're given you immediately receive a threatening message ominous message
Forgot.
from an unnamed person named Constantinia, and I
So
wrote,
not unnamed. You can't say
you're right, unseen.
you can't say unnamed person.
And unnamed at the time, but then you learn her name is Constantinia. And I wrote they're like, oh, she's been dead for 25 years or whatever. I don't know. I stole that from my favorite writer. And they're like, and I wrote in my notes, OMG, is this Constantinia person just the Scottish version of that Hitchcock movie, Rebecca? Is that what I'm in? Because I was like, does he have a dead wife haunting him? Is that what's happening?
Did you read Craven? Did you read Craven's route?
No, I didn't. I did not.
We'll circle back to dead wife. We'll circle back. All right.
Circle back to dead wife. Oh my God.
I can't just jump. I can't. We're on Mac right now. I can't
We're
derail
on Mac.
it.
Okay. So you get there, and you have the choice to like romance this Scottish man or not, I guess, or like follow
Or
like
not.
the history.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if you romance him, at some point you end up helping a horse give birth.
Okay, no. What happens is you're about to have passionate throngs of insert things here, and the horse cock blocks you is what happens.
Right.
Is
Like someone runs in and they're like, the horse is gonna give birth. You need to go now.
when you're showering together.
Yeah. And then so then you help the horse
Give birth.
have the child. Yep, there it is. Kelsey, will you do a direct reading?
I would love to. Thank you for asking. You feel thrillingly bold. How long until it's ready to ride? You ask. Mac laughs. This wee snip of a thing. We'll have it find its legs first. It'll be quite some time. I don't mean the horse. Mac's eyes widen. Still sticky, mostly in an unpleasant way. And then yada yada yada. Last.
Wait.
Mac-
You can choose. Oh yeah, what's the choice? Go ahead.
I'm gonna read. Okay. Last.
Okay.
Mac says breathily. Are you sure? What do you think? 1. If animal husbandry truly gets you going, turn to page 104. Guess what we did?
I didn't, but that's fine.
I sure did.
Yeah, Logan, that's why you didn't get the best ending,
This
okay?
is-
I got the best ending
I
because
got
I said no.
Honestly, wait. The horse scene is what wait. Am I hearing you right, Emily? The horse scene is the difference between ending up with Mac and ending up with a spy.
Are you kidding me?
Wait, let me keep doing the reading. Wait. Okay, and then if second thought. Oh my God, wait, here it is. If on second thought you feel a little less than alluring thanks to the afterbirth and making violent love in front of 2 horses seems a wee bit weird, go to page 77. We're flipping to page 104.
But to insert the spies thing, for spicing. So moments before the horse gives birth, while you were in the throngs of passion, you bring up, who's this Constantinia person? Why are you gonna bring up your ex? And he's like, oh, she's dead. Don't talk about her. And then you're like, I have a dead ex too. While you're still going at it, and I'm like, why would anyone?
So that you can have the spy scene, Logan. It's all leading up to the only good ending in this book.
Okay, but in our ending, then you're like, okay. You're like, oh wow, what romance? Let's get it on in front of horses again. And he's like, no, keep going.
While we're
reading,
talking about
reading.
getting it on with horses, I just want to point out something about this book is that you can't take it too seriously because they choose the funniest like adjectives and stuff, like parallels.
Oh.
Let me find it.
I have lists. Let me see.
You said
Aching Rainbow.
There it is.
Aching Rainbow.
No.
Inner
Aching
Penny
Rainbow.
Whistle song.
Searching for the gold at the end.
The gold at the end of the Aching Rainbow. You were feeling the sweet call of your inner penny whistle. There's much worse there, but I can't find them right now because I wrote other funny things. Oh, you reveal his throbbing haggis.
The orbs.
There it is.
Orbs.
The orbs. The orbs.
Oh my God.
Book is so bad, you guys. I'm so sorry.
It's so funny.
Okay, Paige says, I'm sorry,
Wait.
isn't he buff? That's incredible.
You reached love's most exuberant pinnacle, screaming louder
It
than
actually
the
wasn't me as the miracle. It was Emily. It was not me. It wasn't me for once. It was not me for once.
Okay.
It's so funny because it wasn't Logan. You would think it would be Logan.
Okay.
Emily and I were looking at a list.
Okay. Here's what happened.
I know.
Okay, let me explain. Here's what happened, okay? So, Kelsey technically Kelsey and I, okay,
I'll take
we
some blame.
were looking. I'm sorry. Okay. So, Kelsey and I were searching the internet. I don't know if you can believe it or not, but finding books with bisexual representation is really hard. So, I was Googling and I found this, like, best books of 2020.
Yasmin.
And Kelsey and I were in the same article, and at the same time when, oh my God, a choose your own adventure romance, that sounds kind of interesting.
And they said the words pirates and Scottishman, and I was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Take me along for the ride.
It was a good idea at the time, and
We thought it'd be fun. Choose your own adventure.
We thought it would be cute. We thought it would be like cute and not what it was.
Still thought it was fun. I thought it was funny.
I regret every decision I've ever made that has led me to this point.
It's
Oh,
okay.
God.
Emily also picked our next book, and it's going to be way better. It's going to be incredible. We'll talk about
I
that
hope
later.
it's worse. No, I can't do this again.
I
It's better.
really-
Do this again.
He did.
was
He
so
did. He loved this
I
book.
thought it was so funny. I hated
It's
it, but I
funny.
loved it for irony's sake. It was
Mhm.
so. He's just embarrassed to say, no. Did
Guys.
you watch my pirate smut video? You know I would scream it from the roofs if this was good.
If April's book is bad, I will quit the Bi Book Club, and Yasmin, you can have my spot. I don't even care. Like, Yasmin, you can join the club. It'd be better with you in it anyway. After I have brought this horrible on.
You have not. Oh my god. Anyway, though, Scottishman in front of horses.
Oh, wait, I found this in my notes of a point I want to say about Mac is that I
Mhm.
like him better than all the other love interests because he's the one person that actually likes you as a person.
Yes,
All
true.
the others, it's like your body. Everyone else just likes you for your body. Mac sees you do an act of charity, and then he's interested in you.
He likes
I
you
would
for your
argue that
mind.
Ollie is the best love interest, mainly because you
Ollie-
meet him 3 pages before the end.
Okay, let's talk about Ollie. If you don't do the horse, he's in both endings, but you end up with him if you go the route Emily went.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so if you're not gross, sorry, Logan, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say he grabs you from behind and is like, he grabs you from behind after you've parted ways with Mac for a sec, and he's like, "Yo, I'm not dead. I'm your living and breathing ex, and I'm a spy."
It's my favorite because there's no build up to this whatsoever. It's like I lost my life when I was young.
At all. And then he's like, he's like, "Yo, Constantinia, the girl that Max claims to have killed, he did kill her, but not on accident because she was also a spy, and she's the only woman I've ever loved more than you." It's what we got.
So, okay, if you choose not to do it in front of the horse,
I feel like Logan and I gotta go sit in a corner after this.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Emily, go.
I'm
Emily,
sorry.
go.
Okay, sorry. So if you choose the moral high ground there and decide to not, then you get to explore the mystery that is Constantinia or whatever her name is. And Ollie shows up and you're like, "Oh my God, Ollie, my childhood lover. Where have you been? You told me you died on a shipwreck." And he's like, "I had to do that because I was becoming a part of the espionage." And you're like, "The espionage?"
Espionage.
Anyway, so then basically you're like, "Oh my God, I have always still loved you, and I have never met anyone who makes me feel the way that I feel about you." And he's like, "Wow, OMG, same, except for this Constantinia chick, but she's dead now." Hold on. No.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I gotta find this page.
But anyway, so then this is the best ending. Max shows up, and like at the last second, he's like, "I want to be with you," and you get to choose yes or no. Like, do I want to be with the Scottish guy who likes the orphans, or do I want to be with my cool spy ex-boyfriend? And I chose to go with my spy ex-boyfriend. But here's the thing: you don't like end up with him like you do, but it's mainly more that you get to be a spy yourself. And I was like,
Okay.
that is the best ending of this book.
You become
That
a
is
spy, and you and
fun.
Ollie are like the spy power couple. Like you're the stars of all these like novels.
Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Why
what
didn't
we're
I
talking
choose this?
about. Because, Logan, you're a slut.
Yes. And Exhibit A.
You needed to not do it in front of the horse, and you chose to.
We got to the slut line. Oh, they're delayed. They're watching the broadcast from the bathroom right over there.
Yes, I'll do
my
my best
God.
British accent for you, and it'll be so bad.
Oh my
I can't find a
God.
good scene. If we were to act out a scene, it would be we'll do the later
Uh-huh.
at the end of the stream. We should do the hotel one bed scene because I feel that's pretty
Yeah. We can do that.
Let's do it. I'm
I'm
down.
trying to do a Scottish accent.
Well, those
Oh
are
my
the two
God.
arcs that
Yeah.
I read because I couldn't make it past that. So go ahead, folks, take it away.
So the ending of when he's like, I'm a spy. You're like, wait, what's happening? Yeah. Are you though? Can I be the yes,
Yeah.
please. Please do. So he's all like, let me get out my notes that I wrote because I think my notes were funny for this. He says, you're like, he's like, but spy, he's like, oh, but I love you and stuff. And then you like meet, you're like, you could go suss this out yourself, or you could just be like, oh, there's a murderer and a spy, I'm gonna dip. And I, of course, was like, I'm gonna suss this out myself because I'm smart. And you get a letter from the dude, from this dude who's like I don't even know what he is. He's in the town and he's old, and I thought he was a butler, but
Some
he's
random
not.
dude. I don't know.
The random dude who's like, meet the graveyard, or meet me at the graveyard near the lock. And you're like, all right, we're gonna meet near the lock. And he says, he's like, now that you found out that your lover murdered your other spy and all this stuff, he's like, yada yada yada. And he's like, Ollie was a fool, and I quote, because spies don't live to love, they live to die.
That is so like fake woke.
And then I know. And then you're like, joke's on you, dude. I sussed out that because I trust my lover and Ollie's alive, that it's you who is the one who actually murdered them all. And the whole town jumps out and is like, joke's on you, we're gonna arrest you. And then you have sex near the lock, and he says the name. He says, would you like to, Max says, would you like to meet the monster that haunts my depths?
I think I skimmed that part. I don't remember this whatsoever. What? I just remember that like Mac just went to play some games and win money to help fix the orphanage, and then you live happily ever after in a nice marriage with him. That's all I remember. That's the ending I got.
You have sex near the lake before that.
Why is this book so bad?
But it's so funny.
No,
It's so funny. He compared his dick to a Loch Ness monster.
I did get there. I do remember that. That was the part I was paying attention.
How dare they bring Nessie into this?
I know. She is pure and deserves to be protected.
She deserves better.
Tell me
It's
about
causing me pain to talk about it, and the fact that we were only like halfway through it makes me like really
Me
upset.
too. I'm also very confused.
I
Wait till we get to Craven.
I
my
need
God.
Craven. Tell me about Craven.
Wait,
I
let's
need
do
this.
Evangeline because I feel like we've read more of Evangeline. Which one did you read more of, Emily? Evangeline or Craven?
Neither.
Ren-
Okay, you guys want Craven next? Okay, we'll see.
Next May.
Okay, And they actually read Craven this morning, the people in the bathroom, so they can help me if I miss anything. But that's the end of Mac.
Our Scottish Highlander love.
That's the end of Mac. He was my favorite. They all go downhill from there. So if you thought it was bad now, just you wait. Let me flip to my Craven notes.
Strap in, folks.
I don't even know what my notes are. I just read, he made me give up. What was this? I was just confused. Okay, so the backstory for Craven. He is set up like a very mysterious Dracula-esque person. He's very mysterious.
Oh, real?
Not Dracula. He's set up as like that mysterious person. Like I got a lot of beast energy. Being the beast energy.
Yes.
How do you meet him?
Did you get beast energy?
Yes.
How do we meet him?
I'm like,
I don't.
Emily.
He needed a governess.
He needed a governess for his kid, and he was like the nephew of the lady we worked for in the beginning of the book.
Wait, how did you meet him?
He was the son?
The son of the
Okay,
dragon lady.
okay.
Benedict
But
is
how
the
did you
nephew.
get to meet him? Because
They're
you
both cousins.
you
Not
don't
Evangeline.
Mac and Benedict.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. Oh yeah, you guys. Okay, let me explain this for you guys real quick
Okay.
because the book itself, you are because it's Choose Your Own Adventure. You start off with either the choice to meet Mac or Benedict, and during those path lines, you have the opportunity to bail on them. So
That's
like,
true.
they're like, "Do you really want to go to an orphanage? If yes, go to this page. If not, you can go to Egypt with Evangeline, and that's how you go to Egypt." And then it's like, oh, you have this opportunity here, or you can go be the governess over here. And that's how you meet the other two options.
You gotta bail on Benedict.
I know, you gotta bail on that.
I couldn't. I was so
Hashtag.
committed. I was so committed to the Mr. Darcy character. I couldn't. I
know,
regret it.
we're so loyal to the people we initially choose
Right.
that we couldn't leave.
Yeah.
We're
Go
not.
for it. Are you listening?
But with Craven, you guys can actually come up here. This is Claire.
Please join.
God.
They read Craven this morning. I skimmed Craven because at this point,
Okay, you
I
can help
was-
us with the endings.
so upset. I skimmed the ending. But actually, I'm going to give off my first vibes of Craven. Claire, you're not over here. I'm going to give off my first, because the whole thing with Craven is he's a very like mysterious, he's mean. He's mean. You're this governess. You enter at his house, right?
Mm-hmm.
You enter at his house and you meet his staff or whatnot. And he's just like, who are you? Listen to me, woman. Don't you teach my son about happiness?
Yes, he's like, don't discipline my child. I just want a quiet household. That's it.
No, he literally says there's no point in improving yourself, like ever.
He's like, people don't change.
Child.
People don't change. My son's not gonna change. I'm not gonna change.
And then that night, you're walking in the graveyard, and what page was it?
Not the
What?
dead one's grave.
Wait, where was the page? He's laying seductively on. There's a photo. There's an illustration. If you guys
Oh,
have
I've
it for me.
seen this.
For it.
Here it is.
Guys, that's what this is. That's what this is.
He
Are
is
you
laying
kidding me?
on his dead wife's grave.
This is literally Dracula smut vibes. This is what I needed. Why did
Did you though?
I need
And
vampire
then
smut.
after yelling at you for doing your job he hired you for, he looked at you like this, and you're like, being the main character, you're like, come to me.
Yep. Yeah.
Did I miss anything in the intro? That's all I
No.
got, because then I
No.
started skimming after we did the deed on his dead wife's grave.
Then you hear her ghost yelling at you.
You do
you
it on her grave, and the ghost of her starts yelling at you, and then there's
She's
a
like, I thought I was the only one.
No. He goes, not that woman again. And then he
Welcome.
leaves you.
welcome to this.
he leaves you. Yeah, he leaves you after the deed with the ghost dead wife.
And you have to choose whether to investigate the noise or just go back to your room. We just went back to our room.
This is when I started skimming Craven, so that's why I called it Other People, because after that scene, I was like, I can't do this book anymore. But I just know there's another scene after that. You think after doing it
Oh.
on the grave, you'd be done, right? No, you go to another room, and
His
you
room.
go to his room, and you do the deed in front of his dead wife's portrait.
To be fair, the portraits are everywhere. They're even
This
in your
is-
bedroom.
Okay, so this is Rebecca. This is Rebecca.
This is Rebecca. That's why I said we'll circle back. I can't believe you guys didn't read this. I can't believe I texted you, Emily. I was like, not the dead wife's grave.
Okay, but when you do the deed with him in the bedroom, you hear another wail, and you're like, and you have the option to either keep going and just keep doing what you're doing. And then, no, it literally said, it was like, do you want to investigate that banging, or do you want to keep going with another banging? And I was like,
guess what option?
We kept going.
What the heck?
and then
it rates you.
Oh yeah, the book gets angry at you. You keep going, and then it goes, oh, you didn't follow up the noise? Go check on the child that you neglected. He's scared.
Why is this book gaslighting
out
us?
about the wife.
The wife killed the twin of the little boy. There was another child.
The dead wife was a murderer.
So not only was he fucking on his dead wife's grave, he was fucking on his child murderer.
Oh my god! And there's portraits of his child murderer in every room of this house.
And this bitch sees the wife. He sees the ghost going
And
around.
he's scared of her. And so does Craven, and he never told the son. He's like, I thought I was the only one. I'm like, literally everyone's been seeing her.
And Homeboy's just like, it's how it is.
Can we talk about this one line during this part? Okay, and Craven, he's not nice to you. He's still yelling at you. Like, you think he'd be like, oh, my love.
Also, he cries a lot. They make him seem like he's gonna be like the meanest person, super tough. He just is constantly like sobbing and in tears and falling apart. And you have to be like, oh, my man, and then make love to him.
Literally, no, he starts yelling at you. And there's a line, and I was crying. Like, he's yelling at you. He's verbally abusing you. And the protagonist goes, I came here to escape the life I knew, only to find myself living a life of never-ending happiness. That line, I had to close the book and like put it down, and I didn't pick it up for another 3
In
days.
general, we did not agree with the main protagonist, i.e. ourselves. We were like, no.
We were the first
No.
character.
We were
Why? Why?
No, why? I
Why?
house. He has a bunch of disfigured like people as his servants because he's nice, and he like hires like people who are like disabled. And she just goes, and she says a bunch of lines. First of all, she screams when she sees his housekeeper because she's like, oh my gosh, she's so disfigured and ugly. And then she has this line where she's like, oh, look at Craven's collection of broken toys as his staff or something like that, and it's awful.
We're not good people in this book.
Why are we so bad? Why are we such a bad person? Although, wait, who made the horny jail joke? Because
Oh my god, I did. It's on my
horny
notes.
jail.
It's just-
Oh my
it's
god.
Just horny jail.
Hi, Catherine. Catherine, happy late birthday.
You're in for a treat. Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Catherine. Happy birthday,
Birthday, Catherine. Happy birthday,
I don't know the song.
Catherine.
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
Catherine.
Catherine.
You guys were so on top of that.
I didn't know how we were going about it.
Peter School.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and anyway.
But I'm trying to think of the rest of Craven, but
Sorry,
while we're talking about
I'm
horny
still
jail,
baffled. Yeah, horny jail.
Horny
Like
jail.
the protagonist needs to go to horny jail.
every person our protagonist encounters, they immediately are like, you come over here.
Including the postman.
Including the postman. Oh my god.
And the
Me
reverend.
too.
Okay,
Me
wait.
too.
I didn't even wait.
Okay,
wait.
okay.
With
However,
There's so much about Craven. You can't just say that because we didn't touch on that yet. You can't just drop postman.
the postman cometh, please and thank you. Also, the Reverend. I saw Fleabag season 2. It worked out like for a
Was
while.
the Reverend in Craven's story?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I don't remember him.
They said he was like one of the most attractive people. Like she was
Wait.
the blonde guy.
Did you finish the
No,
Reverend
we
story?
We were getting to it when you had to start the live stream.
Okay, the Reverend is actually okay. Wait, Logan, say your thing
I was just
before
gonna
I
say,
drop
for
this
the
bombshell.
For the people that have just joined, because I feel like people just joined, we are reviewing My Lady's Choosing, which is a choose your own adventure smut book. So we all had different experiences reading this book. Tell me about Craven.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Tell me
one
more about
moment.
this.
One moment.
Okay.
I've been trying to find something with this storyline, and I got to a page, and
Is it the bombshell? Here, wait.
it's
It
not
might
the
be.
dead wife, and she says,
Oh.
he said in all caps, but I'm not going to do this dramatically because I can't. And he says, minutes or possibly hours later, as you lie panting in each other's arms, your reverie is broken. He said it would be only me for all time. An eerie
Yeah.
feminine voice
That's
rends
the great.
the
That's the grave. Mhm.
of a woman
Ye-
crying. Craven's face turns as pale as a corpse. Damnable woman, he cries.
You're
Your tattered nightgown. Wow, this is like, God, what is going on? I'm so confused.
Craven
so you're
broke me.
jealous. So we're jealous
Yeah.
of his dead wife, who we
Yeah.
just fucked on her grave.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going. Keep telling me more. I need to know.
I don't. How does the main Craven storyline end? Because I don't
We didn't
remember.
get there.
They didn't get there. Okay, this is all me now. Okay, I don't remember what we're doing. Okay, so the main Craven storyline, from what I remember, he like offers to like send you away. He's like, you don't deserve this life. I said no too, and then I think
You could have gone to New York.
you
with
live with
money.
him. I think you just live with him.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
Catherine, more questions are about to come because I'm about to drop some bombshells. Because if you don't end up with Craven, there are two other people you can end up with. You can end up with the postman that lives down the street, where you're basically just like, this is too weird. And then you go to the post office and like marry him. That's not ending.
He might have been the carriage driver, but it's something like that.
He was both. No,
That might
I
have
just
been
remember.
better.
No, he was a postman. He was a postman because
Yeah.
there were so many postman related like package innuendos during the smut scene. It was just all postman porn.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is a
So
choose
he was a
your own
postman.
adventure book.
Lick the stamps. I'm just getting
Lick the
flashbacks.
stamps.
Something like that. And then here's the bombshell where I was so done with Craven, and then I had to stop, take a step back, and look at the book. One of the people you can romance is a vampire. No! Why did we
How did I miss this? How did I miss this?
It was no, the best one.
There were so many werewolf innuendos too.
We had to the stupid monster references they kept doing.
Is the Reverend a vampire?
The references of them. Oh my god!
No!
Oh, I knew it. No, okay, let me.
I am
be
so
quiet,
here
and
for
I will
this.
tell you what the vampire happened. So you're just like, Reverend, you're really cute. Let's do it out here, another graveyard, because that's what we like to do. You don't know he's a vampire because you're just doing this random Reverend. He's not one of the main options. And then afterwards, or no, it's not afterwards, it's during. He goes, I actually killed this person or something. You're like, oh yeah, that's hot or something.
Oh no.
And then at the end, you're into it. There's like a line where he's like, I'm actually the first. And you're like, but if you're the first, that means you're this many years old. And he's like, yeah, I am. And you're like, that's hot. And he bites you. And you become a vampire, and you're in his arms, and you fly into the sky.
Wait. You're telling me
Real.
they did
You're
interview with the
liar,
vampire, the
Kelsey.
flying while they turned you? They did
No,
the
he
straight
turns
version
you-
of interview with the vampire.
I think he turns you like mid-climax or something like that.
Oh
You
god.
fly into the sky, and you will be evil vampires, and that's the ending.
God.
Wow.
You should have let us get to it.
I know. I was really upset because I was like,
literally the book. This is not wait, a different book. No, I know.
Find the page for me. Find the page for me, and I'll read excerpts. So while we keep talking, so go.
Highlight
look for it.
Catherine's comment. This is gorgeous.
Here's the Reverend
I-
of the day.
I wish I was joking,
damn.
Catherine. I wish. This is what I was like.
Kelsey, I now understand why I was getting such aggressive Snapchats from you.
I was crying. I was like a mental breakdown. I was like Snapchatting and sobbing.
That's messed up.
Oh my god. He is a Craven.
I'm also a Craven.
He's related to Craven, and then like we already romanced Craven by this point, so we're like, you know
His
what? I don't like.
ancestor. Oh my
He's
god.
an ancestor.
His ancestor be like, "Oh, Craven, sorry, I did your great grandpa. Also, I left you for him.
He was gonna kill us.
Oh yeah, he was gonna
Okay.
kill us, but then he realized we were so sexy that he didn't. That's why the vampire didn't
Why
kill
do all
us.
the and I quote, why do all the good kissers have to be bad guys?
Horny jail.
Horny
Horny jail. Horny jail.
Horny jail.
Bong.
Destructive tension for bad. Yep, I found it. Okay,
Oh my gosh, she found it.
I'm going.
So, any other thoughts about the Craven storyline while
I
they
found
look
it.
for
Here's
it?
the ending.
Wait, can I actually read
Here
it?
it is. Here's-
Let me find the excerpts. Actually, no, you're a faster reader than me.
Okay.
But don't read anything too explicit. Let me proofread it
Yeah, please.
before you drop it. But that was my favorite ending next to the spy ending. Just the vampire one. Because it was so random, especially by that point, I was so tired.
Can you just these two because this is the same person.
Bug, bug. Bug, bug.
You are a monster. You're a monster. You grab his beautiful face. I love monsters. There's other lines.
I know,
I
I'm
swear.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This was the storyline that broke me. Like Benedict and Mac were like, whatever. This is what broke me.
They were like actually normal. I didn't realize there were some crazy shit that was gonna happen in this book. Like, this is crazy.
Now I have to reread this. I stopped after our Outlander smut. Now I have to read the vampires.
Don't you see? I am one who stalks in the darkness, a creature of the night. He wraps you in his strong arms, and together you float into the sky. You moan in ecstasy and cling to him for dear life. Let me sire you. Let me make you my queen, he cries as you dance among the treetops. In answer, you lift your throat to his hungry mouth and moan in pain as his sharp teeth pierce your flesh.
I'm so upset. We were 6 pages away from
Wow, I knew you were close. Oh my gosh, okay, but still, you feel lingering affection for the Cravens, so you decide against killing them. Instead, you glamour all of them to fake their own deaths and start a new life in America.
We're not a good person.
We're awful. You and
You
Raven laugh at her departure, and then make violent love in every room that the servants all moved out of.
Oh no!
You,
Wait, we kicked out the porter
we kicked out the servants from the house and then made love in every room in the palace.
Did you at least take down the portraits?
You did not mind, for humans are always replaceable. You and your vampire love rule over Hopeson under different guises and still do to this day. The end.
Wow.
This is the scene where this isn't your name, Bo. Yes. Yeah.
What is this book?
What is
Worse
happening?
than I thought. I'm gonna change my Goodreads review to 1 star.
I saw that you rated it too, so I rated it too.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We still
my
have
God.
one more person to talk about.
I know,
Yeah.
and it's the best possible outcome.
How do we get to are we Spy or Egypt? Which one?
Egypt.
How did
So
we
this
get
is
to
Evangeline.
Egypt?
I was like,
She sends you a letter and she's like, hey, I'm going to Egypt, bestie. You want to come? And like, you obviously have to go, yes.
Same.
I can't.
I can't believe I read part of it. Catherine.
You owned it. You own it. You paid for
I
it.
own it. I
You-
paid money for this.
You
Emily,
convinced
finish
us to pay money for this.
Logan,
I'm sorry. I won't let you live this. As the resident pirate smut reader who has read worse than this, I will never let you live this down. Anyway, keep going. Keep going.
Oh, yeah,
No.
Evangeline.
Evangeline,
She
tell me
is
about
the-
Evangeline.
She is the thing that makes this book a buy book, but it makes me angry because she is the only female you can end up with in this entire book. If you can end up with a vampire side character, I could at least end with another girl other than Evangeline. And one of my problems with Evangeline is like she's like in the book and like you can talk to her in other storylines, but you don't have good chemistry with her. You have better chemistry with her in all the other things. So when you finally get to Egypt, it starts off with you being like something about this journey changed your relationship. You like get flustered when you look at her, and I'm like, okay, don't tell me, show me. Give me that build up. You gave the build up with Mac. Give me with her, and it makes me really
Show
angry.
me.
Show me. Because again, if you haven't noticed, this book also likes to throw in like weird plots that the character has to figure out while you're trying to romance this person. And with this one, it kind of kicks into overdrive, so it's mainly plot driven rather than romance driven. And also, with choose your own adventure part, if you make one wrong move, you end up dating a man.
How unfortunate.
Yeah, no, with that, it just makes me so angry because this is the one woman character you could end up with, and it's like very like sidelined, and
Like,
it's not
don't
good.
give us
And-
just one.
Mhm.
I guess I like if you're gonna. Never mind.
If you're
No,
going
no,
to write about if you're going to write about Scottish horse sex, at least give us like decently written bisexual lesbian representation.
Thank
Like
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
is just
It seems like it
Evangeline.
was thrown in there just to be like, look, you can end up with a woman, wink, wink, which is the only
Yeah.
reason I picked up this book in the first place. And then it ended up being an utter disappointment in that regard. Also, like, the chemistry between the two of them in the beginning, like when they're just like best friends at the ball and she's like, oh, do you want to meet my cousins? Is like so good. And then
Really
it's
good.
like, I mean, I don't want to assume anything about like the authors or their sexualities and stuff like that, but it's almost like they were like so uncomfortable, like building tension between two women versus like they were willing to write.
yes, man. We were.
They were
We
willing
were.
to write such crazy shit in this book, like having sex in front of a newborn baby horse, but they weren't willing to write like an actual arc about two women. And I think like that is just really disappointing.
Yeah.
And not even that. There's also an ending where Evangeline doesn't even end up with you. She ends up with her ex. So the main conflict of this Egypt trip is you're in Egypt to like explore, go to the museum. There's like, it's Indiana Jones because like these people want to steal artifacts from the museum or whatever. I don't know. It got to the point. Oh,
Catherine. Oh,
Beginning
there's
of the lie.
if you go to the beginning of the live and watch from the beginning, you'll get yeah.
We'll definitely circle back to that.
Text me
'cause
later,
with
yeah, I'll
my
let you
head
know.
rent free.
So,
Wish it paid, man.
so bad.
So did us. I wish I could forget that scene. But yeah, so I don't know. I guess to take you through it, you're at the museum. You're like, I don't even know where to start because you're at the museum. You're with Evangeline. She's doing archaeologist. And it's like, you can either stay here at the museum or you can come with me on this adventure. And obviously, I'm like, I'm sticking with you. I'm coming on you. So you go, there's like, you're wearing pants. It's scandalous. There's a group of like lesbian, I call them lesbian just because it's like a woman
Have fun.
society, like pirates, like desert pirate bandits, all women. It's fun. And I couldn't romance anyone in there. And it made me upset.
Lame.
I know it was lame.
I include it. Sorry.
I want okay, pirates were originally gay. Can we have lesbian pirates, please?
It's like alluded to, but it's like never like shown. And it makes me angry. Anyway, you can go on adventures with them.
halfway there. You were already halfway there. Just do it. You
Yeah.
wrote having sex on this dead man's wife's whatever man's dead wife's grave, and you can't write.
Yeah. Instead of meeting a nice woman from this pirate gang, you can either end up with a person who kidnaps you in Egypt, or you can end up with the nice archaeology. I can't say archaeology.
archaeologist.
Archaeological
Archaeologist.
Archaeological man.
And he only has one line, and you can either like pussy out of the adventure and live with it. And he was really cute, and I really wanted a romance with him because he was sweet. He was very David. He was very David from Shadow. You guys haven't read Shadow and Bone, but he's
No.
like David. He's like David, and he's very sweet. And I want to say like they're two men of color, and one he has one line that's like I'm calling him David. His name's Khalid. And that's it. He has one line, and then like you marry him and run the museum. And then the other man of color kidnaps you, and like you use your body to escape. And then he gets mad, and then
Matt, what the f?
and then yeah, this part made me really angry because just all the romance options were poop. Like, why include like an abuser and end up with him instead of having a nice relationship with a woman pirate?
Multiple. It's not even just one. Like I feel like none of these options in any way are healthy. Like there's not a
Yeah.
single arc here that's like, yes, this is great. This is completely healthy, and this relationship is based in trust and mutual understanding.
The closest
I mean-
was Mac, and that's why he was my favorite.
While,
Yeah, that's
to be honest,
never-
these books of this nature rarely have healthy ending and like healthy relationships ever. We had a choice with the yes, thank you. Thank you for taking the words out of my mouth. We had a choice to go and have an awesome, incredibly lesbian adventure and be bisexual, and we were gypped of that. That's annoying.
Mhm. And like that's one of my biggest complaints about this book is why have, because it's advertised as only 4 additional love interests. So the fact that you can end up with side people was very like a surprise when I was reading this, but none of them were women. It was Evangeline's the token gay of the group. It made me angry.
Yeah.
One big plot point about Evangeline, and then I think that's the end of her story, because I totally forgot to mention this, is that her and her ex, they were like, oh, we were lovers because our husbands were like rude. I don't know. And then she was like, we had a goal to raise this temple in Egypt, to discover the temple that could only be raised by true love. So basically you have to do the deed to raise the temple with someone you love. So you
You're
can guess
raising the tent rather
You
than
can
raising a
guess
tent.
going.
Rather than pitching a tent, you're raising a temple. You're telling me is what's happening. Are you what? Also, are you telling me that they're correct me if I'm wrong, Evangeline and us are not defined to be people of color, but we're going to build a temple in Egypt based on our love, or fucking?
Yeah, okay, so basically you fuck to raise this temple. It's like a mysterious temple from a god or something that's been hidden by the sands of time. And there's 2 alternate ways this temple raises. There's 2 alternate ways. And one, which is the first one I did, is you defeat the X, and you and Evangeline also, the smut for this is so poorly written. For the woman's smut, they did not know how to write girl on girl action, if that makes
Oh.
sense. It was like it's like a straight
Up on Wattpad.
it's like a
for the love
straight
of
man
God.
plays with you for like a second. Like, did you come? Like, that's what it read like.
Oh
What it read
no!
I was really
That
upset,
is
but
so-
that 2 seconds of that, and the temple rises, and like we're in love, even though I haven't had any dialogue with you this entire time because I've been kidnapped or like ignoring you.
That's not new though. None of them had dialogue. They just had sex.
I
and
know,
they
but
were
you
like,
don't, you
"You're the
don't, you
love of my
don't, you
life."
don't even have sex with Evangeline. You don't
Yeah.
even have interaction with her. She's just like, gotta go defeat my ex, and then you like, oh, kiss you, oh, temple, and then the second route is annoying. The second route's annoying. So I mentioned how you can get kidnapped by this guy. There's a picture of him. There's a picture of him.
Yeah, he's on a camel.
Yeah, there he is. So you can get kidnapped by this guy. He looks at you like this.
He's hot.
Show you.
He's hot.
He looks-
I would
he
let
gives you
him
this
kidnap
look.
me.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah, you notice him.
He gives you this look, and you're like, you know what? I'm gonna do this, man. And so you do him, and there's a
So
lot of
would I.
horny jail, and there's a lot of like snake charmer innuendos or like pyramid jokes. Emily, I texted them to you.
I know.
I need
And-
you to lead. I need you to read these snake charmer metaphors.
can't
We've
find
already done one live reading.
No, I can't. I
I
can't.
Okay.
have to flip through all of it.
We
I
don't
don't know.
have to if you don't want to, Emily. We don't
It's
have
too much.
to.
to filter. I
all
should
the
have
memes-
bookmarked it.
All of the memes for tonight's stream, I hope, are horny jail bonk.
Yeah.
Horny jail. Horny jail. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that honestly, they put a lot of work into that smut scene. They had like bondage. It was detailed compared to Evangeline, which was like done. It made me so angry, but
Same.
Yasmin, you're just now worrying for me. There were so many red flags before this. Anyway, I love you, Yasmin. Keep going.
you do him, and better written than Evangeline. It made me angry. And then you leave him. You run off without him. And he's like, you betrayed me. I started to like you. And anyway, he takes you to his boss, which is Evangeline's ex. And she's like, oh, yada, yada, yada. I know. And then, long story short, Evangeline and her ex get together. They get back together. Evangeline gets back together with her ex right in front of you. And then you're like, oh, guess I'll date this guy who kidnapped me, but now we're okay because we had sex. So you get with him, and Evangeline gets with her ex, and they bang right in front of you guys and raise the temple.
Wait,
And then you're
you're
like,
saying
okay, time to bang you.
you're saying there's exhibitionism in this arc? What?
Like, no. You're making out with the guy who kidnapped you. And then you're like, did we raise the temple with our love? And he's like, I don't think that was us. And he points over to Evangeline and her ex.
Oh my god.
So you're saying there was a foursome? And is this what?
No.
No. Evangeline doesn't want any part of you.
What of you? Oh, that's so sad. I wish she did. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Bonk.
The one woman you
Catherine-
can end up with.
Catherine says in front of you. That is my.
Those are all the arcs.
This book was
included in
so
this book.
good. This book was so good. I read all of it clearly.
I like how the last half hour of this has just been me telling you like what went down when you guys gave up. 'Cause I toughed it out. I was like, I know there's something in here. But I got to vampire.
I know there's a vampire. I should have. If you had told me that there was a vampire, I would have dropped all my commitments and
See,
got right
I didn't
back
want
on
to
the
tell
mission.
you because I wanted to hear your genuine reaction when you read it.
I'm so upset.
No, you're not.
Oh my
Catherine.
god! Oh
Catherine,
my
no.
god! Catherine, I need detailed notes after you do read this. I just need your
Yeah,
reaction.
if anyone reads this book
play-by-play.
after this live, please just DM us because I live.
Please.
This is my new conversation starter. I swear.
Oh my god.
This is the new icebreaker. When COVID is done and we have to do icebreakers in public settings again, I'm going to
Which
talk about this
lover would
book.
you choose? Which lover?
If you don't say Mac, I don't trust you.
You don't say Mac. I don't. This is, you know, those like the TikToks that are like one question to ask a person on the date to find out if they're toxic or not. That's it. Is which lover from this would you choose? I have a 400-page book for you to read.
I think
need your-
everyone after this live should go to the My Lady's Choosing Goodreads thing and just read the reviews because they were deceptive, okay?
They were.
Deceptive. They
Oh my
made
god.
this book was gonna be so good and cute and whatever, and they fucking lied. They lied. I don't just go read the reviews, okay? Thank you.
I again am so sorry if the author stumbles upon this because
Oh my god, yeah.
I enjoyed the comedy. Your book got me out of a depression because I laughed so hard. So thank you.
It's a funny
I
book.
hope
not for me.
I hope you didn't want us to take this seriously. I'm sorry.
I hope that this book was a joke. I really do. I'm so sorry.
I do. It was so funny though. Don't apologize.
Kind of want to read the Craven storyline though, just to see what happens.
Oh, I
you
read
read
the
it. I
Craven
thought you read
storyline
it.
now.
It was
You go.
deceptive. It was deceptive. The 5-star ratings were deceptive. It was. Kelsey read the Goodreads reviews too. Kelsey, you will attest to me, right?
I did.
You-
I read the Goodreads reviews. It sounded cute. I was like, oh, bye, rep. You can end up with
Cute.
women.
Yeah. They were like, oh my god, and you can end up with a woman? How innovative. But really it was just bad. I will.
Yeah.
I just said I would. Just for fun.
Yeah.
Just for
Yeah.
fun.
The
It's okay because the
protagonist,
next book is going to be great.
No, okay, I know you're talking about our April book, which we'll announce in a minute, but I thought you were talking about the sequel to My Lady's Choosing, and I would definitely read.
sequel?
There's not.
Oh, I would read a
There's
sequel.
not,
I would
but
read
I
a
don't know.
sequel.
Like, if the authors stumble upon this, yes, we just spent an hour and 15 minutes bashing this book, but we will, in fact, purchase the second one and read it.
I would like to read it for Alive. I would love to. Please.
Next.
Oh, wait,
Club
we were
Live
reading
is
for
just
live.
gonna be
We forgot to do reading for Yasmin.
Oh, okay. What's the page number?
Oh,
I read
What?
The Vampire.
I did read The Vampire, but she wanted to read 299. I memorized it.
I memorized it, she says. Oh, excuse me. I just burped into my microphone. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh God.
Basically, I'm going to start with the bottom of 299. You are so distracted by these confusing thoughts that you lean against the screen to contemplate, forgetting that it's a flimsy bit of screen and not a solid wall built for contemplated leaning.
Oh no.
You tumble, mostly naked, into Mac, who you're thrilled to discover is mostly naked as well.
Oh my God.
Oh, this is so bad.
Would you,
Maybe not.
here, we'll do the dialogue. You will do you be Mac, I'll be the main character. You
Of
keep
course, naked
narrating.
in a Scottish accent. Okay, Emily, naked
Yes.
start at you hold yourself.
Wait, I'm the narrator?
You're the narrator now.
Okay.
Let's do it.
No, I don't know if I can do it. Okay.
If you can tap out, but not
No,
yet.
it's
That
okay.
was true to sentence.
Okay. You hold yourself over him, arms trembling, and he holds your waist with thick, limber fingers.
You're
Yeah.
naked.
You're naked.
You whisper, both surprised.
I thought this was both was said to trust you.
Not your real people.
Mac offers by way of weak explanation. I'm trying to read this as like monotonous as possible. Okay. Go ahead.
Logan.
Well,
You say, and ever so gently. God fucking no, I can't.
okay, switch.
Arch
I'll
your
read
belly.
it.
Okay, you got it.
You
You got
say,
this one.
and oh my god. Well, you say ever so gently, arch your valley to meet his throbbing tour. Mark groans with rare pleasure and releases the slight movement.
No.
We can't anymore. Okay.
Wait,
We
how
can't
about-
anymore.
It's improper. I can't do a Scottish accent. How do you do a Scottish accent?
bad.
I
It's so bad.
I live in Scotland. Oh, we can't last. It's improper. If you're Scottish and watching this, I'm so sorry. I'm
Okay.
trying my.
Here's what we'll do. Yasmin, Yasmin, just for you.
You want to save my life.
Everyone, sign up to our Patreon, and you can find videos.
Oh my god!
We could create a Patreon for this. Let's create a
$10
Patreon.
and you can get a video of us trying to read the
Not trying. We'll do it. They're theater majors. We will do this to the full extent. We'll
They are.
leave a comment. Start a Patreon,
Start a Patreon.
and
Do it.
it'll include Logan's feet and My Lady's Choosing.
accent.
We're finally unearthing the feet pics.
And final thoughts about this book.
Final thoughts about this book. Start a Patreon. I want a production. Oh my god.
Join our Patreon.
This is so funny. Oh my god.
So okay. Final thoughts. I have none. Other than stop trying to do abusive men. Also, the main character needs to go to horny jail. I just
Actual jail for being a terrible person.
or actual jail. Yes, actual jail. And this
True.
person, they do some bad things, illegal things.
And they're inconsistent.
correct.
They're
Oh,
completely
yes.
inconsistent in their actions because in each arc they have a different personality type.
That's
So
true.
you are not a consistent person.
True. This is the
Consistent
only
with that.
this is the only pirate smut book where I felt both free to be my slutty self and also slut shamed at the same time.
Great way to put it. Because the book will slut shame you. The book
It
will
will.
slut shame you. It will.
It
Like
will.
the child, you neglected a child for some dick. Go.
Yeah.
Even the book sends you to horny jail.
Yeah. Or they're like, give him a piece of your mind or a piece of your body, and I'm like, yes, take me. And instead it's like, you give him a piece of your body by punching him, and I'm like, okay, so while that's empowering, that's not what I was going for here.
Wait, Logan,
Thank you
show
for
us your
making me feel
shirt.
like a bad person.
Show
Huh?
us your
Oh,
shirt.
Ooh,
I
did
bought
you
it on
wear that in your
Etsy.
book too, booby tag?
I did. We're taking it full circle.
Oh wait, am I exposing my Logan fangirl? Oh my god.
Literally, you were one of my first followers, and
I love
Go
it.
back to me following you.
I was. I've been there since the beginning, Logan.
yes, we did start in as if you'll do it, I'll do it, and then that is literally how our channels became a thing. And then Kelsey, you followed, and
Book to
here
booby
we
tag,
go.
And I was like, hey.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No, she has the right to. She was number one.
She does.
Mhm. She was
True.
She was the mom.
literally the amount of, and it's also a pun, which is even more bisexual energy. Like, this is just my favorite. I bought this on Etsy. Like, if you do it, I'll do it. Literally true friendship. Literally true friendship. I bought this on Etsy like in like probably 2018 when like I couldn't go to Pride because the town I was in didn't have one. So it's like, all right, here we are. Anyway, though, what were we talking about?
Just final thoughts on this book. But
Yeah.
I just think don't go into this book seriously. It's funny. I mean, it's a funny time, but I don't know if it was a good time because the writing wasn't the best. It's a funny time, but not a good time. It has some wild curveballs. I didn't like the abusive. There was some interesting elements to this book that I did not appreciate.
Yeah.
Yeah, sexual
this was
violence
Arga.
is not sexy.
It's not.
I
Her
agree,
pieces
and
are
I'm
sexy.
tired. I'm tired of us romanticizing it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we're like
Dude, I
romanticizing.
felt queer baited by this book, even though there was like rep.
Yeah.
I did too.
I know.
I did too.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it
Should we
was
talk
funny.
about? Should we talk about next month's book?
Yeah, what's April's book,
Let's-
Emily?
Oh God, you guys! If it's not good, not a good
It's gonna
time.
be so good. It's gonna be so good. I already know it's
Right.
gonna be good.
Okay, so we wanted to veer away from romance for a while because I think we've all been burned too many times.
This book was our breaking point. Really, we can't do this anymore.
we were like, okay. Can we find something completely different with bi rep that isn't based around a romance? Because like I honestly fully agree, like we shouldn't be reading books about bisexuality based only in that person's sexuality. Like obviously there's
Mhm.
more to people who are bisexual than like being bisexual, except for Logan, I guess. 'cause
I have one personality trait and it is my entire brand, but you've known that as long as you've known me.
Yasmin, stay tuned, not next month.
Stay tuned,
We have a
Jasmine, I know.
comprehensive list. We have
Yeah,
a
we-
Google Doc, and that is in upcoming. We also have planned. We've planned like the next 3 months because of
I
this
know.
Google Doc.
We are on it. We are on it.
This-
So
I like how
next
this was
month
the breaking point. I'm sorry. I like how this book
I
made us
know.
get our shit together.
We were like,
we
Oh,
can't
that's
do
so
this anymore.
funny.
never again. So the next book is called so it's called two different things depending on where you live, I think. Right?
In
Is
the-
that what
yeah.
time is?
In
In
the
the US.
UK,
Or
in the UK, it's titled oh no, we'll tell what it's published as The Swede everywhere, and in the UK it's titled My Name is N for some reason, not sure why, but just in the UK it's published as that. But this is what it looks like. What is it, Emily? Tell us what it is. Sorry.
Oh my god. Okay, I don't know. It's like a political thriller, something.
it's a thriller.
It sounds
I'm trying not to know too much about it, but the main
Okay.
character is bisexual, and there were a ton of homophobic reviews, so we know it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read a lot of like reviews on it. It's basically if James Bond had a bisexual relationship is what this book is kind of like if James Bond were into Bond men instead of Bond women. So I'm kind of excited.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
I don't really know much more about it than that. So
Who's the author?
Who's the author?
Robert
Cargill?
Cargill.
It's Karjel. I think, if I'm
Yeah.
remembering that right.
I hope it's. I'm a little nervy.
Yeah,
Because if
he's-
it's bad,
he's-
if it's bad, I'm never picking a book for the club again. So this is my last chance.
It was originally published. Isn't it originally a Swedish publication? It's a Swedish
Yes.
publication, right? Yeah.
And the main character is Swedish. It's a Swedish security agent is summoned to interrogate a terror suspect held by the FBI.
Yeah, whatever that means.
No, I don't know much about that.
I don't either. I'm excited though.
Really? No, Yasmin. I know. Yasmin wants my spot so bad. Yasmin, I'll give it to you. Yasmin, you can have it. You
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah,
So,
holy shit.
stay tuned, I guess. I'm a little nervous. Apparently everything he does is for his lover, and I'm like, that's what I want. But also
Yeah.
there's more to it than that. So that's fingers crossed.
I
Join
also
us.
just love spy thrillers. I love spy thrillers. I'm so excited. Oh,
It's
Yasmin.
not true. Yasmin, you already deserve to be in this club more than me. It's okay. I love
Oh my
you.
god. Yasmin, we love you. We love you so much. And yeah, you are. I mean, all y'all that come on our lives anyway are basically you guys are honorary members of the club, you know.
We all love Yasmin. How can you not?
Literally.
Mhm.
Exactly. How could we not love Yasmin?
I mean, technically, you guys being here are in the club because this is
Yeah.
the club.
true. This is
Everyone
your club.
watching's in the club.
Mm-hmm. True. True facts.
Oh.
Anyway, though, by James Bond.
Hopefully it's good.
Hopefully it's good. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
I feel like we have more announcements, but we don't. It's just
Well,
April book.
I guess as a teaser towards the next books, the next book is after that is I think isn't it bisexual?
No, are we spoiling? Are we spoiling?
No. I'm just saying the themes to get you guys excited would be
Oh,
like
okay, it's contemporary. The next one's a contemporary.
is
And
contemporary.
then I think the next two are both fantasy.
They're bisexual high fantasy. I think bisexual adult fantasy, right? Like high fantasy.
I don't know
Like-
about one. I know one is adult fantasy, but the
Yeah.
other I'm not sure if it's adult or like new adult.
So get lit.
Let's get lit, guys.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
That's all I got. Wow.
And that's all she wrote.
There you are.
Why are you yelling at me now?
But
What
yeah.
do you want to do? We were tasked with
Well,
the laugh
We're
track.
the laugh
Yeah.
track.
Do we have any other announcements for the club?
I don't think
that-
so. Stay tuned for Patreon. Maybe.
Maybe merch.
Get it?
Maybe merch.
Merch,
We
maybe
have-
if we can get it on that.
Please.
I mean, we have designs for merch. We're just waiting to get our actual shit together. So I guess what's the follower count we were going for before we released the merch? What was that? Did we decide that?
We're not going to disclose that because we may have already surpassed it, but now
I
we're
have
raising
no
it.
idea. I don't remember it. Merch.
One of them may be Logan's and my cat's intertwined with their tails in a heart because that's all I want.
One of them may have Logan's foot.
Tapestry. It has to be the tapestry.
We're getting a tapestry.
There are multiple options for all of these.
Oh, no! Hugo's calling us out.
Hugo,
Hugo
stop.
went. Oh no, that is
Hugo,
so
choose your
funny.
seats.
Oh, pre-orders from I. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, well,
Y'all, if we release merch, y'all better buy it.
come through.
I'm just
Otherwise-
saying, you better buy it because otherwise, what's the point? I'm
For
just
us to have it. For us
So
to have
bad.
it, honestly.
We'll
I
definitely
will
buy
walk around with one of each of these.
I want it so bad.
You will at least get some from us. We will buy at least one of everything.
I'll buy out the whole store. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Also, thank you to our guest stars for helping explain the Craven plotline, because that one was by
Yes.
far the wildest one and most hardest to come up explain.
I would like to thank our special guest stars.
Yay! Thank you so much. Special applause.
We're delayed. Sorry.
Oh yeah, they're watching it behind me. So they're doing it.
Oh,
That
God.
is so
Yeah.
funny. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love it
But yeah,
so
we
much.
got through our announcements. We talked about this book. I'm very sorry if you ended up reading it. I hope none of you read it, and I hope you all just watched the stream. But other than
I
that,
hope that you do read it, and I will be taking Snapchats and DMs of your detailed thoughts because I need the comedy out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send all thoughts to the Buy Book Club Instagram page at Buy
wait,
Book
to
Club.
actually close this, I think I may have saved just the video of me crying to you, Emily. I think that's a good way to end it. I think I may have
That's a
saved
good
the
way to
video.
end it.
So
I think
everyone,
so.
we're
I
gonna
did.
watch Kelsey cry, and then we'll say goodnight. Go ahead,
Yes.
Kelsey. Take it away. Wait. I'm gonna make your
Wait.
camera bigger. Hold on. Oh, it's gonna make me bigger. Oh, I hate that. Okay.
Hugo, did you?
Yeah, that's the video.
That is so funny. Oh my God, Hugo. Thank you.
Hugo, you read it?
Honored.
Wait,
Iconic.
Hugo, you read it?
That's incredible.
I'm so no, you don't understand. While we were reading this book, I was like, I feel so guilty if someone's actually reading this book with us. I feel so incredibly guilty. Oh no.
Oh my God, this is so funny.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad.
Oh, this is so funny. Oh my God.
I feel so bad. All
Oh,
right.
this is so funny.
I need a nap.
Hugo, we love you, Hugo, and we love everyone else that watched this. I think I'm gonna go take a 40-minute nap to process this. You are.
Yeah.
I am sweating
Okay.
from this line.
So. Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Any final farewells? Love you all.
Oh,
Bye.
love
Thank
you
you for watching.
guys. Thank you for
Bye.
watching. See you next month.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
We're still live. We're still
It's
live.
ending. It's ending.
Oh.
Chill.
Ah,
no. What if the computer is
Bye.
like, nope, sorry, can't end
Oh.
it. Oh my God, literally, it's loading.
This is the most iconic.
Sorry.
If this part is broadcast.
This
That's gonna
this
be
stream
so
is like
funny.
no, we're gonna keep making you talk about this book.
That's gonna be so
computer's
funny.
like, sorry, can't end it. Gotta read more.
It's
like
not
perfect
defining
connection.
end for you.
I have perfect internet connection right now.